Cash Daddies. Cash Daddies. Cash Daddies. Cash Daddies.
Cash Daddies is for entertainment purposes only. You'd be an idiot to listen to anything these degenerates say. Invest at your own risk, do research, but seriously don't listen to these ass clowns. Now enjoy Cash Daddies.
All right, we're in it, dude. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
We're in it. Welcome to Cash Daddies. We're banking fatties. Another week, another market run. I mean, who knows? The number one show not to listen to for advice, but if you do listen, you might do well, but don't listen to us. If you don't listen, don't do well. That's kind of the rule now. Okay. That's kind of how I see it. All right. If you do well, listen to us. If you don't do well, you're not listening to us. Join us as always, the man, the myth, the legend. You'd know him as loving Howie, Dewey, and then on the he's just here. My good friend, the man, the myth, the legend, Johnny Woodard.
Hey, we're all myths and legends around here.
A lot of myths, a lot of legends. A lot of myths, a lot of legends. What's going on, guys?
Damn, what a week. Woo!
Okay, talk to us.
I mean, hey, the last thing I said on here, I think pick of the week, bought calls. Last time we were talking, remember the stock, Johnny Deere?
Yeah.
Johnny Deere came out with earnings and pumped 25 points. The boys on the Patreon sold up 50, 60, 65% in 2 days. The bottom line, Sam, August 5th, when I came out and the market dropped 2,500 points in 4 days and the world was coming to an end, Twitter was blowing up. We're going to war. The markets are crashing. I came out and I said, guys, throw a dart. Buy everything you can. Just buy. So what we do, we went in, we bought Uber, we bought Dell, we bought Apple, we bought DraftKings, we bought Pfizer. Shit, we bought everything. And Nike was a stock we were down and out on. Nike was at 72, 73, and the calls were dropping and dropping. Boom, one day up 8 points, $83 a share right now, and we just banked nicely. We banked nicely. Everybody came together as a team, and we're in good shape, baby. We're in good shape.
People be making money. Bang, bang, pow. And if you really want to make money, you want to hang, you want to bang, you want to get in it to win it, okay, there's one place you go, and that's Cash Daddies Patreon. Check that out. The Cash Daddies Patreon is where winners win. Go there, dude. Look at that, bro. 809. Guys, for $20 a month, you can get Howie Dewey's hot picks daily. Bang, bang, pow. And then Johnny and I will watch you make love for just $1,000. That's patreon.com/cash.does. All right. That's it. There we
Not
go.
just us. It's not, to be clear, because that would be crazy. Someone paying us to watch them. We give feedback. That's the idea. It's training. It's just like a training session.
Oh, yeah. We're helping you help yourself to make better love. That's what we're doing.
You don't think that's great business? Us actually finding a way to get paid to watch other people have sex. I don't know what to tell you.
And it's an adjustable rate. The hotter you are, the more of a scholarship we give out.
Yeah. Might even be a negative scholarship where we actually
we'll pay you $100. That might be called prostitution, but that's a different show. So yeah, Johnny, how was your week?
Fantastic, Sam. I have just been buying more Bitcoin. I haven't been in the markets too much because I'm a busy man, but I'm the market. I mean, if we just want to go ahead and get into the stories, the markets. What did we say? 8 days in a row. Howie,
8 days a week.
It's up 8 days in a row.
I mean, that's a good sign for making money in the long term too, right?
Hold on, what? Howie, shut up. He was talking. Go on. What? And what, Johnny? We were talking over each other. What'd you say?
Who are you telling to talk now?
I'm saying, Johnny, you talk, and then Howie can follow it up.
Well, that's a pretty good sign, right, Howie, for the long term too. That we've this many days in a row is usually is a positive bellwether for the future.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I don't know if we bottomed out August 4th, 5th, 6th, but we've just gone straight up. 8 solid days in a row, we've gone up a lot. I'm taking a little bit of defensive stance right now because we've banked on so many things. I'm holding a ton of cash right now. Everything we bought pretty much went up, took profits out of it. Look, I sent you guys a thing. We got a guy, Brandon Fall, on the Patreon. Oh my God. I mean, he literally bought these calls on Uber, I think, the second it bottomed out at 55, 56 bucks. It's at 74, by the way, today, up almost 20 points in 2 weeks, Uber. But this guy did 800%. He banked 800%.
Nice.
In a week. Actually, in a few days he did. Yeah, he's got the record, man. He just timed it as good as you can. But I sold some calls today. I sold some September 20 Ubers. I don't know, they were up 100, 125, 130%.
Right on.
You could have bought Uber 2 weeks ago at 55, 56 bucks. It's above 74 today. So you know how much we talk about Uber on the show. I think it could possibly be the next Amazon, the next Meta. So yeah, it's a good couple of weeks. And everything, John Deere, Nike, these stocks are bouncing. Apple, DraftKings. Friday we put out a thing. This is crazy because my brother came up to visit. I have a younger, just mutant brother. His head's twice as big as mine, which is amazing.
He's a mutant. He looks weird. What are you saying?
Oh my God! If you saw him, oh my God, he's a piece of work, man. He's the one that says he has a case of the
Howie, who is one of the most bizarre people any of us knows, is saying that his brother is like the freak show in their family.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's saying he's a mutant. That's what he's like. Oh, he's crazy, dude.
Has he got that farmer strength? He got that upstate New York white trash strength, dog?
He says he has a small case of the tisms. That's what he says. He says, I'm not going to lie to you. I got a small case of the tisms.
Everybody's now diagnosing themselves somewhere on the spectrum now.
Yeah, but most people usually diaghnose themselves with things that exist. What is the tisms? What does that mean?
Autism.
That's what he calls it.
That's what he means by that?
Yeah. Like now, like Theo Vaughn is called Muslims the Slims.
It's not bad. That's not bad, actually.
That's not bad at all. But
No.
yeah, I mean, like everything seems to be cooking. It's so weird. They always say like, the anticipation of war is good for the economy. And here we are, dude. Things are doing well. Is Howie frozen or am I frozen? No, you're moving.
It's Howie's frozen. He's frozen on this face. That's just like
he looks like Jeff Richards there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He so does. You're absolutely right. Jeff Richards in the middle of doing like a David Letterman thing. Yeah. Oh, we lost Howard.
Howie, reload in. Howie, you froze.
Oh, that's his mutant brother got him. Can you believe that though? That his brother is the weird one in the family. Howie's brother. That's what he was saying. He's a mutant.
Well, like, dude, on the show, the monsters, the hot blonde was the freak. So it makes sense.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
It totally makes sense.
Comes on here, he's perfectly normal. He's like a professor or something,
Well, Howie's trying to come back on, but his picture's not there. What should I do?
We should probably just kick him off the show.
Okay, Howie, you're off the show. Not
Denny.
banned. Kick from the studio right now, and then have him come back.
I was joking, but that might. Yeah, just boot him and then have him come back. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't ban him though,
If
because
you
then he won't be able to
prevent
get back
this guy
in.
from rejoining, you should ban him and said no.
Don't ban him.
I didn't ban him. I didn't ban him at all. Yeah, Howie's got a touch of the tisms here. Everybody. Real quick, while we're sitting here live on Twitter, on Rumble, on Rockfin, on YouTube. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I went to Brody Stevens memorial last night. Is it a memorial? What is it called when you go kind of to remember him?
I don't
that
know.
it?
A remembrance, maybe?
A remembrance? I don't even know. But we went there, and I gotta be honest with you, it was pretty full for like. And by the way, nobody knows how long he's been gone. Nobody knows.
Store?
Yeah, we think it's 5. It could be 6. We don't know.
Now, is that still a closed house kind of thing, or are they?
No, they let anybody could go. Howie, are you there? Howie's not there.
A black box, an empty black pit.
Okay, I'll carry this fucking show right now. You think I'm afraid, dude? I'll download some magic.
Yeah, let's go. Let's hear your takes on the stock market.
Okay, perfect. I don't know what to do with Howie. We can't see his picture. He's cooking with gas.
Yeah. By the way, can we just say Howie was so excited? He got a new camera, got a new microphone. Now he can't even log in to StreamYard to show it all to everybody. Oh, he must be devastated. Howie, if you can hear us, I recommend restarting your computer. Maybe you could. It could be frozen or something, like the video feed. I want to talk about this to Howie. Let me see. I find something that we can talk about.
What are you saying? What do you want me to tell him?
No, I'm maybe tell him to restart his computer if that's not working. Whatever he just did.
Okay, he can hear us. He can see us.
He can hear us. Okay, yeah. I tell him to restart his computer.
I'm gonna ban him again. I'm gonna kick him out again. That felt good. Second time, even better.
Are you following this British tech entrepreneur who was reported missing after his super yacht sank off Sicily?
What?
Yeah, there's this guy, Mike Lynch. He founded the enterprise software firm Autonomy. He went missing after his super yacht sank off the coast of Sicily. He's let's see. Lynch became the target of a protracted legal battle with Hewlett Packard after the U.S. tech giant accused him of inflating Autonomy's value in an $11 billion sale. So that's what happens when you piss off the titans of industry. Your yacht.
Oh, so they bought it for $11 billion, and then they were like, "Dude, you totally lied to us."
He was acquitted of fraud charges after the trial, but the yacht suddenly sank, is the quote, due to terrible weather conditions.
Look at this. With his partner died 2 days ago in a car crash. Oh, dude. Somebody's pissed, dude. Somebody's pissed, dude.
Very
That's
curious.
Crazy. How does a super yacht, how does a super yacht crash and burn?
I mean, they said it was hit by an unexpectedly violent storm. And then he's missing. Like, missing means dead, by the way. If you're
by the way, very rarely are they found. It takes a while to say they're missing.
Yeah. It's not like the movies. Like, remember that Robin Hood movie with Kevin Costner where he just washes up on the shore and you're coughing up water and you're like,
yeah,
yes, I'm alive. Never happens in real life. That never. Nobody ever washes up on the shore.
Look who's back.
Back again.
Howie, can you hear us?
Howie's back.
This is unbelievable. I can't.
You're good. Anything. You can't hear? We can hear you. We can hear you. Go down to your settings.
All of his new gear.
All of his new gear.
Work.
Go down to your settings.
I can't wait.
What is he doing? What is he doing?
He can't hear us. He can't hear us.
Yeah.
Maybe unplug your headphones and plug it back in, dude.
I'm unsetting. Okay. What the fuck?
Unplug your headphones.
Audio.
Can you hear us?
Yeah,
can you hear us?
Internet right now.
Okay, Johnny, keep going then.
We're doing tech support with old people.
Here we go. This is why.
Oh boy.
We can hear you.
Well, yeah, but I don't
Jesus
think he's using
Christ.
that mic. He's also talking into the wrong end of that mic. If you have a Yeti at home, and this is just a public service announcement, if you have a blue Yeti, which I think they've been bought by someone else now, like Logitech, if you have a Yeti, that is called that's what is called a side addressed mic. You see, what I'm talking into is an end addressed mic. You're talking to the end.
What
The
do
blue
I have?
Yeti is a side. You have an end addressed mic as well. You're using it properly.
Okay,
But
perfect.
the Yeti is a side addressed mic. You should talk into it like this, not like this.
Howie.
This is awesome,
Howie.
man. Good thing I bought all this
Howie.
technology.
Unplug your mic.
I throw the shit
Hey,
right
I
in the
know he's
lake.
doing wrong, Sam. I bet when he logs into StreamYard, he's not picking the microphone and the headphones as the output. You know, when you log in.
Plug your headphones into the computer.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
Unbelievable.
Boomer's gonna boom. Boomer's gonna boom.
What else do I have here?
Okay.
CNBC had a really big story this week it was literally the third lead on their homepage. It was 3 red flags that you and your friend should not go on vacation together. I just thought we should really tackle that. That's what it's come to. That CNBC.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us, buddy?
No, you can't.
Can you?
No.
You can't hear us? Unbelievable,
No,
bang, bang. Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Keep going, Johnny. Should we just end the stream? Like, what are we doing?
I don't know, man. Maybe he should just open the link on his phone and just use his phone like he normally does, and we'll just next week we can get him with his new setup.
Just jump on with.
What are you eating? What is that? A grilled cheese? What is that? Sam's eating a grilled cheese sandwich. Howie can't even get onto the internet, it seems. What is that? Is that a grilled cheese sandwich?
Yes,
Really?
it's a grilled cheese sandwich. I'm
You're
working my ass off.
Grilled cheese on a podcast.
Phone speaker. Just jump on your phone. Get off.
Just use your phone, Howie. Did you text him? I'll text him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pissed.
Yeah, I get it, dude. course
GM
his
is laying
name's
off more than 1,000 salaried software and services employees, which is part of a whole summer of layoffs. There are so many. I'm just going to run down the list here of major companies that are planning layoffs this summer. Let me see. Where did it go? Here we go. Cisco is planning on restructuring to allow the company to invest in key growth opportunities, is what they're saying. They're going to lay off 7% of their workforce. Intel is going to lay off about 15,000 employees. Paramount Global is going to lay off about 15% of their workforce. Stellantis is planning massive layoffs. Fastly is going to lay off 11% of its workforce. Axios, which no surprise there, they suck. They're laying people off. Sonos is laying off 6% of its workforce. MasterCard 3%. GM, which we've talked about in the past. Again, more than 1,000. So,
I know.
Massive layoffs coming.
Can you hear us, Howie?
Yeah, I can. Why the hell is that not working? I got everything plugged in correctly.
It's funny. Look at how much are you in your iPhone?
Yes.
That iPhone webcam is so. I mean, nothing can beat that iPhone camera, dude. It's
Look
just
how
such a
good you looking
camera.
you are. You sound totally normal here.
Can you
I
turn it
just
sideways?
use the phone instead of buying $700 worth of equipment.
Can you turn it into
Turn it sideways,
portrait mode?
Howie.
Yeah, sideways.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, not portrait mode. Landscape.
There we go.
There we go.
Perfect, dude.
I like your
Okay,
Star Trek shirt.
So-
That's cool.
Howie. Johnny was reading an article about how everybody's laying off people right now.
Yeah.
Big summer
so,
layoff. Yeah.
The only positive is it usually increases stock prices, but it sucks. I mean, too many sectors are laying off too many people. Automobile, transportation, media, it's everywhere.
Yeah,
a lot of
Intel, we
layoffs.
said 15,000 employees at Intel. Now, Intel's a huge company, but still 15,000 is a number. That's a real number.
15,000 is a lot. That's our hometown of Cortland just got laid off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
not
these are
good.
the quotes. I love all these companies give, in the press releases, give these really what would you say, like sterile language in the quotes they put out. This is what they say. The layoffs will arise out of a comprehensive reduction in spending. They want to resize and refocus, is what Intel is saying. Intel was a juggernaut for years, and it's kind of like Nvidia kind of beat them to this AI space and kicked their teeth in a little, is what it seems like.
That's just crazy, dude. And it just sucks, man. I was just thinking about this the other day when it's like whenever you drive by a business that says under new management, just know you're going to spend more for less. They're going to give you less shit and they're going to make you spend more. So they just seem like they have that they're making more profit when in reality they're just spending less and taking in more. And it fucking sucks.
Yeah, it's I mean, and it's across the board right now, and I don't know. I mean, Goldman Sachs just cut the chances of us going into a recession. Part of the reason, we're gonna have a ton of layoffs. A lot of these companies are gonna save money, but it's jobs. That's the bottom line. We got thousands and thousands of people losing jobs, and that I don't care. That sucks across the board.
I love that. The economy isn't tanking, but everyone's out of work.
Yeah,
what?
really. It's funny, isn't it? Funny how that works.
That's just absolutely ridiculous.
Howie, do you have a sense of what Wall Street is feeling about the presidential election? Who they'd rather have in office? Are they taking sides on this, or are they still pretty neutral?
The best economists feel that both sides suck.
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's. They're both. Kamala Harris came out and said, this is what she's going to do to help inflation, and it was all bullshit. She has no idea what the hell she's talking about. I mean, I'm
no
sure
specifics. Yeah, she had no specifics in her plan.
Yeah,
all she's trying to do is to change the name of Bidenomics to something else because she can't continue under a policy of Bidenomics. That's the only reason she's doing that.
Well, I mean, now the whole thing's coming out that she's a drunk, which I don't know if that helps or hurts her cause.
Yeah, I've yet to seen that like attributed to anybody that other than a weird Twitter tweet, but a weird X tweet. But if that's true, I don't know, man.
We've had a lot of presidents in the past that like to booze a little bit. We've had quite a few.
True, yeah.
But and then you got Trump coming out and everything he said, it was just like, dude, you're not even close. You can't do that. You can't do that. You don't have the power to do that. He just complete lies. So, every economist I've heard just said both of them are just talking right out their asses. So, it is what it is. I don't think, as far as the economy goes, whoever wins, I don't think it's going to affect, the stock market that much. Never has, never will. It doesn't matter.
Well, I put out that, neither of these parties represent I put out something on Instagram that neither of these parties represent the middle class. And like, of course, the people on the right went nuts. The Trump is loving Trump.
He hates the middle class. He hates poor people. He hates the middle class. And I don't think Kamala Harris knows what the middle class is. So what the hell are you going to do?
But it's just super interesting because if you study the Republican Party, which has been led by George Bush neocons since the assassination of JFK, you study them. What do the neocons want? A giant military presence around the world. How did they get all of these military bases into these foreign countries? By doing two things. By promising them aid, if they allow that, like they basically pay them off rent to set up a shop. And then the second thing they did was that they made tariff deals with them. They made trade deals with these countries. And here was the deal. You can export your goods from your country to the United States tariff free. But any goods coming from the United States to your country get hit with tariffs, which completely and utterly F's the American people, totally F's the middle class, and encourages these corporations to leave the United States and build in these countries, which then F's the middle class.
Yeah, and that's what Trump wants to do.
Go on. Trump was talking about, the thing again that's super interesting is, and I think, Johnny, we talked about this last week, is all the Indians that are showing up at these high levels in both of these parties. You know, honestly,
that was,
Camille
who was
Harris.
that? That was our guest that mentioned that, right? But yeah, you're Nikki Haley is technically Indian, right? Isn't she?
Nikki Haley. Wow, I didn't even think of Nikki Haley, Camille Harris, JD Vance's wife is Indian, and then you have Vivek. And they're all right there because everybody wants to basically pull pull all their factories from China and move them to India.
That's yeah, and we can't do that. Jesus Christ, look, I mean, half our companies are in Mexico.
Elizabeth Warren's fake Indian.
She could be. Yeah, I think she is. She's Navajo. She's half Navajo, half Mohawk.
She's full hoe though. Full hoe. Full hoe.
Her bush is Mohawk. The rest is Cherokee.
My favorite part is the woman who faked being Indian supporting the Indian who faked being black. That's my favorite. That's.
I mean, it's fucking bizarre. It's just bizarre times. But I'm following trends. I'm following markets. I'm following sectors right now. I think oil and energy could be busting out. I mean, certain sectors are going to do well once these interest rates start dropping. And I think oil and energy, the energy sector, is poised to do well again. It's crazy, but I think that's the case. Companies like John Deere and Caterpillar, these things are due for a bounce. Especially if we have more bombing overseas. You got to send this equipment into rebuild shit. So, you got to look at the world, find out what the needs are, find out, what trends are happening, where we're going, and then you got to bank fatties. And I'm all about banking fatties in this election, man. That's what it's all about.
All Howie likes to do is bank fatties.
I'm telling you. I'm looking right now, Sam and Johnny. I'm looking at Airbnb, and I wanted to buy it Friday. I didn't. It was at 116. It's up to almost 119 today. I'm still gonna buy it, but I'm Airbnb in a place we just bought. So we've had 5 people rent it, 5 stars, awesome. And I gotta tell you guys a quick story. So Friday, this husband and wife show up. And they walk in, and there's a little step up, not much, about 3 inches. And she walks in, she's like, "Oh, great house." She said, you guys got a sturdy house. That's what rich people say to poor people. They call it sturdy. She said, "You have a sturdy house." And I'm like, okay, we're still building a little wealth here. Okay, thanks, lady. And these people had money, they're paying a lot of money to stay there tonight. So she walks back out, and I'm drying some wine glasses. Because they asked if they could drop the stuff off, go to the racetrack, come early. I said, no problem. All of a sudden, I heard a loud boom. And I heard a, ah!
Oh, no.
Dude, I looked. She fucking face planted off of the step, right in front of the doorway. Her right ankle's like up around her head. So what did I do? I did what you should do in that situation. I just ran in the other room like I didn't see it. Just ran in the other room. I was like, yo, hot. We're about to get sued. So when she asked if she could have a late checkout Sunday, I said, "Baby, you can check out whatever you want, man. Take your time." She busted.
Okay. Do you have homeowners, right?
Well, yeah, you got this Airbnb insurance. I mean, you got all kinds of shit.
They have a good umbrella policy or something.
Yeah, you got to get it. But I mean, you walked up the stairs, she came, just busted nothing. Just, I don't know if she's on her phone or what, but man, you could feel that. You could hear that when that face bounced off the wooden floor. It was like,
damn. You might want to put like a sign there or something just for your own liability concerns,
I would if I was you.
It says watch your step, but her husband came out and he looked. He's like, "What the hell are you doing? What are you doing on the floor?"
It's crazy. I would be worried. See, I'd be worried that people would be coming to target me for that.
They do. I'm sure people do, but all you can do is put up signs. I mean, anybody and anywhere in the country can be like, "Oh, I slipped on the floor."
Yeah.
Anyone can do it. You go into any Walmart. I mean, you could slip and fall.
Yeah. Yeah, you totally can, dude.
Well,
That's
dude,
the
it's
big
one of the
problem.
best genres of YouTube video is these people trying to fall and slip in front of cars and stuff. It's like the best genre of YouTube.
Russians are huge for that. They love doing that. That's why everyone has a camera.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so funny watching these guys just try to stumble. They look like soccer players, faking injuries. It's just the best. Ugh,
Yeah,
love it.
yeah. I mean,
What's this crypto scammer thing that you put in the subject, Sam? What is that?
Well, this is something that you sent to me
yeah.
that said, this is something you sent to us. Here we go. How scammers are convincing Americans to drain their life savings into crypto fraud schemes. Howie
I
sent
didn't see
this.
that. Oh, Howie sent. Okay. What is
Richard
that?
Hart, baby. Richard Dickey Hart. That, that dude and his little clan of just, they just stole from the poor, baby. Stole from the poor and gave to themselves. And it's not just him. We're at an all-time high right now for crypto scams. Crypto scams are everywhere. Everywhere.
How scammers convince Americans to drain their life savings into crypto.
No, that's interesting. See, I don't. Sam, I'm gonna send you a text real quick.
You don't what? Okay. I understand what you're about to text.
Yeah. So see now. I wonder that what they're talking about. It seems like crypto projects, right? Like Richard Hart's thing. But the scams I see most often are like there was this. Anytime Andrew Tate tweets something, maybe the first or third, it's always at near the top. It'll be an account that looks just like Andrew Tate's account that they bought a bunch of fake followers for, verified now because everybody's verified who has $8. And it'll say, and we're starting the Tate coin. Check it out right now. Click here and buy. And it'll have like 100 likes, and everybody will be like, "Oh, dude, I'm so glad you're finally starting a coin." It's
dude, this is not saying that if you invest in crypto, it's obviously I've made good money in crypto. I've done it a bunch of times. What we're talking about are like, and a buddy of mine, I love him to pieces. He's just so deep into like the weirdest coins possible because everyone's like, oh, you gotta get in this coin, and then they just get rug burned constantly.
Rug burned?
I mean,
I think you've been getting rug burned. They've been getting rug pulled, I think.
Yeah, rug pulls. Rug
burn.
Rug burn is what you get from hanging out with your buddies on the weekends, Sam.
You got a bunch of gay friends, Sam, getting all that rug burn action.
Yeah. Listen, you gotta find the right. Listen, this is what's happening on the internet right now. You have to find people you trust for like your news, right? There's people I trust for my news. Who? Whitney Webb, Jimmy Dore, Ian Carroll. Like he just put out this great video. These are people I trust. I listen to what they have to say. I like it. Same thing with crypto. You got to find somebody you trust that knows what they're doing. Okay. If you're going deep into these stupid ass, we saw it all the time. That's why you got to find some of your trust. And that's why I want to tell you about our boy, James McMahon, and Copy My Crypto. Listen, guys, it has to piss you off not to watch crypto flying up in price for over a decade, and you still have done nothing about it. It makes sense. Crypto is complicated, and it's really boring. Well, here's the good news. You don't need to know a thing about crypto to make money in the markets, okay? The CopyMyCrypto.com membership site shows you exact cryptos that YouTube James McMahon personally owns, which means you just copy him. It's like having a big brother who knows what he's doing. You don't need to know a thing about crypto or how to invest. Just simply copy along, which is a lot of how he's doing with stocks, okay? So let me tell you about James. He runs the Crypto with James YouTube channel, which has over 54,000 subscribers, which is really hard to do on YouTube now. Okay. In the summer of 2020, he told his viewers to buy 26 cryptos. Had you put $100 in each one, it went on to be worth over $123,000. Of the 26 cryptos, his top pick of the year that he singled out, called Phantom, went up 692 times from when he said it. That one call alone retired a number of people, including guys in their 20s and 30s. Remember, this is public knowledge. You go to YouTube and verify yourself, okay? So if you'd like to join the over 2,800 members who copy James, then pause what you're doing and head over to copymycrypto.com/TFH. That's copymycrypto.com SAM. That's copymycrypto/SAM. That's SAM for Sam. You'll not only find proof of everything I've said, but our viewers will get full access for just $1. Yes, you miss out on Bitcoin, okay? Johnny's buying little bits here and there. You buy. But there's over 2 million other cryptos. Do you really think you've missed out on all of them? No. Guys, don't waste any more time. Go to the site and read it. Go to copymycrypto.com/SAM. It ended many money worries for so many. It may just do the same for yourself. That's copymycrypto.com/Sam.
People want to see the tattoo, Sam.
Dude, that's a sick alligator. Look at that thing.
There it is. It's nice. I love that.
It's a crocodile.
It's one of the best tattoos I've ever seen, honestly.
It really is.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. I
really like
appreciate that. I appreciate that so much.
Damn. So is that true, guys, in California? Are they really cracking down on retail crime?
Well, they're pretending to because it's the national election. They have to make it look like Democrats do something. Yeah, Newsom just signed, I think it was 10 bills into law to combat organized retail crime is what they're starting to call it now. Let me pull the story. Here it is. This is from CNBC. California Democratic Governor Gavin Newsom has signed 10 new bills into law that aim to combat retail crime in the state. The package announced Friday includes new laws that crack down on shoplifting, theft from a vehicle, organized theft, and online marketplaces where those stolen goods are sometimes resold. The new laws will come after retailers have called on both local and federal governments to do more about this. Let's see what they're going to be doing here. One of the bills establishes tougher penalties for middlemen in organized retail crime rings and was introduced in response. So they're still not, it doesn't seem like they're still cracking down on the people actually doing the theft. It's still cracking down on, these like the guys who fence the stuff. This is interesting. They're claiming it was introduced in response to a CNBC investigation published in March. So it actually just took the press, kind of pushing them on this. Senator Josh Newman, a Democrat, introduced the bill. This is his quote: "As author of the bill, I used examples of your reporting," talking about the CNBC reporting, "in each of the policy committee hearings at which I presented the bill." This is basically CNBC bragging about their own reporting. Yeah. The organized retail crime queenpin called Michelle Mack was exposed in CNBC's investigation. Police say she made millions reselling stolen goods on Amazon at a fraction of their typical retail price. So if you could just point me into the direction of her store, no reason. It's necessary to account for, and this is a quote from Newman, "It's necessary to account for just how easy it is to recruit people to go steal for you, and then just how easy and profitable it is to clean this stuff up and sell it."
Wow, that is crazy. That is crazy.
Well, luckily you guys have a hard ass like Gavin Newsom who really puts criminals in their place.
Yeah, really. Yeah, I mean, come on.
So sad.
Michelle Mack, who we mentioned earlier, the queen pin, they're calling her. She received a delayed sentence of 5 years and 4 months in state prison. Mack's husband, Kenneth, received the same sentence and is already incarcerated. The couple was ordered to pay about $3 million in restitution to the beauty retailer Ulta and another $13,000 to Sephora. $3 million. My God. Theft and organized retail crime like that of Mack's California girls is what they're calling them, have been cited by retailers as a reason for lower profits, difficulty in hiring and retaining staff, and the degradation of the in-store experience. I wanted to save this for Broken Sim, but it's related to this. San Francisco just lost its only Denny's because of there was just too much theft and violence going on in the Denny's. Jeez. Denny's are already crazy. Imagine a Denny's in San Francisco. They just had the Denny's. San Francisco was too rough for Denny's is the message here.
That's so sad.
And they had to pull out. Yeah.
It's bizarre, man. It's really
There's that
bizarre.
Denny's on, dude. What is it? Like, is it Santa Monica or Hollywood? I mean, every time I walk by there late at night, that's a scene, dude. It's like right next to that IHOP. And I mean, imagining how much worse it had to be in San Francisco for them to pull out of there. Yeah. Anyway, they said the cost of doing business is tremendous because of vandalism and people coming in and eating and just walking away, dining and dashing. And there's no one to stop them. Is the quote here from the Denny's guy. So
I agree. It's absolutely ridiculous, dude.
And yeah, we've been following that. Do you think that'll help prosecuting more of the middlemen, the people who kind of hire these people? I think making it something that people also prosecuting the people actually doing the theft would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, can I also say something? I have a friend of mine who's a defense lawyer, and she says the notion that they're not prosecuting stuff is so ridiculous. And I think there's a psyop there.
I think they're prosecuting it, but the penalties aren't. They're just not. They're not strong enough, is what it sounds like. People are getting away with, like time served and shit like that. And it's like,
well, the whole notion that the whole reason we see this is you have a bunch of idiots out there who are trying to convince themselves that the only reason some people are committing crimes is because of racism, right? So if you eliminate, the penalty, you won't see as much racism. What you don't realize is like, they're going to commit more crimes because there's no penalty.
Yeah. No.
That's why. Right. And you're just punishing mom and pop stores who don't have the margins to be able to survive huge quantities of theft.
What is the long-term answer though? Because to me, I feel like the long-term answer is improving the economy where everybody who wants to make money can make money legally. We're just not there right now. No matter what they try to tell you about unemployment. I mean, you just heard all the layoffs, that tens of thousands of layoffs coming. People can't find work.
But a lot, I think most of those layoffs that you're seeing, those are upper management. Like I can just tell you, like for instance, at Paramount, they're laying off tons of legal people, the lawyers, legal team, upper end sales. Middle to higher management, those people are going first. And certain, like the whole Paramount studio in California, that whole thing's done. The movie studio. They're like
is so insane to me, dude.
I know. They're shutting it down.
But like Stellantis, their layoff was all just assembly line people. It sounded like on the Ram truck, So
that sucks.
Yeah, it's 2,450 workers at the Warren truck plant could face indefinite layoffs, is what they're talking about from Stellantis. So I mean, there's some of those more, blue collar jobs. We've been talking too a lot about how AI is coming for people's jobs. And Sam, you sent me this clip that's been going around. It's like a fake trailer made by AI of this Simpsons movie with like Adam Sandler, and you know what I mean. Yeah. It's completely AI. It's all Sam, are you clocking what I'm saying? You remember that Simpsons trailer you sent me?
Yeah.
Is that not? Dude, if that's what we have now, and it had some flaws. There were some weird things. Some of the characters didn't look like who the actor's supposed to be. But if 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I mean, I don't even know. I mean, they can make a season of Game of Thrones in like 2 weeks, without any actor.
On top of that, do you know what's going to take a giant hit? Print modeling. It's over.
Oh, 100%.
It's over.
Pre-visualization. Those people who work in previs, like, do you know what previs is? It's like pre-visualization is what it's called. And it's when it's an entire industry of people in Hollywood who, when they're getting ready to make something, especially things that are heavily digital, they come up with images or like little short videos of kind of what it's going to look like. They kind of it almost is like a video game. That's done. You just type it into a computer and it'll come up immediately. It'd be one person is all you need to do that.
It's done. I mean, dude, I was just driving. I forget where I was. I looked up and there was a giant billboard with a model on it. And I'm just like, oh, those days are done. The only reason to keep those models.
Was it that Aliens movie? Is that what you're talking about?
No, it was a fashion thing. It was just a fashion.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant like a physical model of the alien.
No, like it was a fashion. It was something on a billboard. And it was an ad for some kind of fashion, and it had a model sitting there in a photo shoot. I'm like, those jobs are gone. Those jobs are gone, dude.
It also levels the playing field, though. Like, so you can be somebody who's just starting a fashion brand, let's say, since you mentioned models. You can have an ad campaign that looks just as if you have the imagination, you can have an ad campaign in a couple hours that looks just as good as anything Calvin Klein did for this season or whatever. So in that way, it's a good thing. It's like the internet. It levels the playing field, but it's going to be chaos. I mean, we're talking about anarchy.
Yeah, I mean, like
in the
good-looking
future.
people, they'll never have to worry about because there'll always be people who run everything that want to hook up with good-looking people. But it's like the day-to-day people are in deep trouble.
What do you think? What's the answer? Is it legislation? Are they going to have to restrict these tools? Are they too powerful for people to have? Is that what we're talking about?
Isaac
Law, right?
Weishaupt. Go on, what?
Isaac, what's up, dude?
What's up? Locals. Isaac Weishaupt on the Mount Crushmore.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's crazy to me, dude.
What's
It's
the answer, though? Is it law? Like, as a libertarian, I hate that idea that we have to legislate our way out of this. But this could, I mean, I'm just trying to imagine how the free market runs with these tools without any kind of regulation, and it's a little scary.
The scariest part is, how doesn't this end with universal basic income? How, when you just have no jobs?
Yeah.
Like,
but you're always going to need, look, I don't care what AI gets. You're going to need plumbers. You're going to need electricians. The biggest need in the world right now is handymen. People that can go to a house
that they did, that South Park episode where the handyman is now on top. That's totally the world we're in now.
What do you mean? Yeah, well, yeah, no, I see what you're. Yeah, because like
they did. I don't know if you saw it. They did an episode where the only people that have in-demand skills are plumbers and handymen, like you said. So they now become the top, the aces in the economy. They're the top of the economic pyramid now.
I was telling my buddy Scott Toomey, who listens to the show. He came over because my dad was in town, and my dad actually taught him before. When he was in high school, he took my dad's class, and my dad loved it. He's like, "Oh, you took my class? That was great." But he has a son that's 17, and they're like, "What are you going to go to school for?" Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, get into plumbing, get into being an electrician, get into all that stuff. That's where it's going, man.
Mechanics, learn how to fix motors, learn how to fix small engines, learn how to paint, learn how to put doors in, install windows, learn how to roof.
Yeah.
Learn how to pressure wash, learn how to landscape. These
drywall.
are jobs.
Do some drywall.
Shit, yeah. I mean, these are skills that are needed now, and they're just, look, I'm telling you right now, I kind of got lucky that I learned how to do these, 20 years ago or whatever, because we just bought a house and half the stuff that needs to be repaired I can do. And if I wasn't able to do it, there's another 15, 20 grand you got to dish out to somebody to come do it. And then because we're talking about the skills is such a need, who knows? It may be 4 to 6 weeks before you can get somebody there. I mean, it's a problem. It's a need. And if I was a young kid right now, I would learn those skills, man, because they're going to make a lot of bank in the future.
Simulation, Xavier, are hard words for Sam to pronounce. Okay. All right. Yeah. AI Sam won't have a problem.
No. Sam, you'll be able to do a TFH every day of the week now.
Dude, I already am. I have 3 podcasts today. That's how crazy I am. You're a
sicko.
Dude, I'm certified nuts. Look at Howie just dreaming of the time he could use his headphones. Just fantasizing.
You get more use out of that shoving it up your ass, that Yeti.
Do you think it's this big bar that was the problem? This big bar?
What is that?
It looks like a dock of some kind, I think.
Yeah, so you plug everything in here. It was
Oh.
What did you do? Go to Best Buy and say, "Give me everything"? You asked the Best Buy guy what you needed.
By the way, Best Buy, people at Best Buy now are used car salesmen. They just want to upsell you on everything now.
Everything. Like
this kid just worked me in Indianapolis. I know, like in Ohio, just worked me, bro.
Hey,
or Kansas City, yeah.
Shout out to the two Best Buy dudes in Saratoga that sold, because these two kids were something right out of
dude, you walked in there like, let's get this boomer, let's fleece them.
they were right out of Central Casting. Yo, you gotta have this, dog. You got
Yeah.
You know, $750 later, I was like, God damn. Shit. But yeah, I don't know why the hell this didn't work. It worked fine earlier. No idea.
Yo,
Howie,
something's going on. Look at this, dude. Chaos at the DNC. So great, dude. So great.
Howie, I would just for next time, you may want to, when you're logging into StreamYard, there are some settings where you can choose what your inputs are and
where is that, Johnny? Where is that?
When I can't show it to him. Well, it might be actually if you go down to the bottom in settings, it's not on your phone, but
I did go to settings and I put the right headphones in.
You got to make sure you're on the right camera though and the right input.
Okay.
Too.
All right.
For next time. Yeah, we talk about it after. What else?
Johnny, look what I just did. Automatically adjust mic volume. Done.
Fantastic.
Done. It's done, guys. Your bitching has worked. I've changed it. Okay.
The SEC has charged Carl Icahn with hiding billions in loans backed by IEP stock. What do you think about that? Icahn and his company, Icahn Enterprises, one of the legends of Wall Street, settled with the SEC over allegedly failing to disclose billions of dollars of worth in personal margin loans pledged against the value of his stock. Icahn and IEP will pay a combined $2 million in fees. That's nothing to them, I would say, without admitting any wrongdoing. Like, how do you pay fines without admitting wrongdoing? Was the part about
Carl Icahn's been doing it for 50 years. I mean, every 8 to 10 years he gets hit with a fine.
Have you ever think about this, Sam? Though he had to pay the fines without admitting wrongdoing.
That's absolutely ridiculous. It's so stupid. It's
Dude.
like Ghislaine Maxwell who gets in trouble for trafficking, but nobody she tracked to gets in trouble at all.
Wall Street justice, man. That's white collar justice right there.
Yeah, Carl Icahn has been right on the fringe of getting busted for insider trading probably 50 times. There's a guy that's screwed in. He knows every move that's going on. He's made billions, but I don't know, man. He always skates. He always skates.
Must be nice.
Yeah, unbelievable. I saw that. Unbelievable.
We talked about the tech guy who is dead in the water. Let's see what else. Do I have anything else? Oh yeah, Waymo is they are developing their next stage of Robotaxis. Are going to be a little bit bigger and cheaper to produce because right now they kind of have almost like a prototype on the road. You've seen it. It's that Jaguar SUV kind of hybrid thing with crude looking LiDAR and all the sensors on it. The next
Gaydar, dude. Gaydar.
They got Gaydar too. Yeah, especially in West Hollywood. The Alphabet-owned Waymo has revealed details about they're calling it Generation 6 self-driving technology. It kind of looks like one of those, if you remember the BMW i3, that electric vehicle that BMW came out with. Like, yeah, it kind of looks like that. But it's basically just a shoebox of a car. With these kind of weird looking sensor things on it. So yeah, Waymo is they're forging ahead. It seems like this Robotaxi thing is going to be in a city near you pretty soon. So
hey, one thing I want to say real quick is the 10-year Treasury bond, which dictates mortgage rates, is hitting a year low. It's down to 3.87. The year low is 3.86. Interest rates are dropping, man, and the mortgage rates are dropping. So it's not a bad time to pick up some property. And I've heard some really smart analysts say that commercial real estate is probably a hell of an investment right now because it's so low. So if you're looking to pick up commercial real estate, there's never been a cheaper time in decades to buy it than right now.
Well, I want to ask you about that then, Howie. This is another story I pulled. I didn't think we were going to get to it, but you mentioned that. So there was a story I saw on Fox Business about how many home buyers and sellers are keeping an eye on mortgage rates, waiting for them to fall. But this guy from Tesley Advisory Group, he's their senior managing director, Joe Feldman, and then Realtor.com senior economist Ralph McLaughlin. They say that affordability, even when they say mortgage rates going down, is not really going to make much of a difference. You're going to have like a 3 to 6 month window where you might get a value, but after that, the prices are going to go up. And it's not going to make much of a difference. So if you're waiting for mortgage rates to go down, it might be a mistake to do that if you see something you want.
I agree, because they're saying that, yeah, mortgage rates may drop, but by that time, the house you're looking at may be up 10%. I do kind of agree with that. Yeah, if you like something now, if you like a property, if you think it's a good valuation, it's going to increase, I would jump and buy it now. You can always refinance. Refinance. And the deal I have, it's a local bank we're using. We don't even have to pay the refinance fees. I mean, we can go in and we can just we can sign a piece of paper and get the rate that day. So without paying all that shit.
Would you recommend that then, working local with a bank, a smaller bank?
I would check out the rates, and yeah, they're, in my opinion, I think they're more reasonable and better to work with. I mean, we checked out a ton of different banks, and there was a local one, and the reason we went with them is because they said, hey, forget about refinancing. If you want to lock in a rate, make a phone call. We'll lock it in that day. Won't cost you anything. It was one of the perks, and that's a hell of a perk.
Right on, yeah.
Because refinancing costs a shitload. I've done it in the past. But this was a great perk. So, yeah, I would definitely check out a local bank. I think local banks they definitely have more perks than, your big ones.
And the decision-making tree is a lot shorter, right? You don't have to, they don't have to pass it up to like 3 different people to approve it. It's usually a guy right there.
You talk to your mortgage guy, he makes one call to his boss and it's done.
Yeah. I'll just give you the quote from this article. It's basically what you said. In the near term, lower borrowing rates will make housing more affordable over a 3 to 6 month period, according to McLaughlin. But eventually they will, and this is the quote, manifest themselves into price growth and offset the decrease in mortgage payments. So I guess 100%. What they're expecting is for people selling those houses to increase the prices once mortgage rates go down, which is kind of depressing to think about, really.
But he's right. I believe he's right. I mean, I had to do some pushing and pulling with my girl to say, look, you keep talking. Let's jump and buy this thing. The guy's giving us a little deal on it. We got a little discount on it. Don't worry about the rates. Let's just buy this thing because the actual price of this home is going to go up probably 10% next year. So let's buy it now. And we did. So we'll see what happens. Sometimes you got to jump, baby. You got to jump. It's just, and decision making is a bitch because, sometimes you overthink things. What if I buy and this happens? What if I buy and, some lady cracks her skull on the floor and we get sued for $1 billion? Sometimes you just got to jump in. You got to jump in and buy it. And it is what it is.
Right on. What are you looking at this week for the fine folks here?
Something funny on Friday. I put out, first note I ever put out, I said, guys, I want input. Because look, the Patreon guys are awesome. These guys are screwed in. They're paying attention. And they're giving me awesome feedback. So I said, look, I need some opinion. My brother's in town. He loves this stock that used to be a meme stock called Clover Health, CLOV. It's a stock in the past that went from like $1 to 15. Well, it was at $1.80 last week. And my brother's like, buy it, buy it, buy it. Did I buy it? No, I didn't buy it. It closed to over $3 today. Wow. But on Friday, it was at $2.20. And I put it on the Patreon. I said, guys, you got to look at this thing. Volume's picking up on it. I don't like penny stocks and shit, but we got to look at this thing. And some of these maniacs went in and bought it on Friday. And I got texts today. Guys were up 50, 60, 70% on this thing. I didn't buy it. But
what was it?
Not a lot. It's
Clover
risky.
Health.
High risk, high return. It's trading at about $3 right now, but it's one of those stocks that on Reddit, they always talk about it. This thing might pump to $5, $10. The stock I really like right now, it's been beat up. It's jumping back now. It's at $119 is Airbnb, ABNB. I think it gets back to 130 fairly quickly. We're probably going to buy some calls on this tomorrow on the Patreon.
Well, you said now that you have some experience working on the back end of Airbnb as someone who rents a property. What is that like? Is it a pretty streamlined experience? Is it complicated? What would you say?
It's damn easy. I mean, if you use Verbo or Airbnb, it's easy. You set your own rates. You don't have to rent to someone. We've had 5 people. They give you can't get into Airbnb unless you have a really good rating yourself. So
well, what about the people that are just not leaving? How do you ensure that?
I mean, we wouldn't rent to someone unless they have a 5-star rating. So they've had to have rent to other places and they have to have a background. Like it's like Uber. You know, if you have a 3.3 star rating, you're not going to get picked up, baby. You know, you got to have close to a 5-star rating. So Airbnb is the same way. We've had 5 people rent it. All 5 people seemed awesome. Very easy. It's not bad. And if you want to use the place yourself for a month, you don't have to rent it. You take it off the market. So I kind of like it so far.
That's a touchy subject for Sam, his Uber rating. He's a little sensitive about.
I am very sensitive, and it's some bullshit.
What is it,
That's
Sam?
all I gotta say. Mine's I don't know.
4.6,
It's
something like that. I think we said.
what?
4.6 was it?
No, it's
Something?
4.889 or 8.7.
Okay. Because I'm
It's
just a
absolutely
5.
ridiculous.
Just a 5, basically.
Yeah, you're garbage.
Yeah, mine's
No big
5.
deal.
You're garbage.
No big deal.
Hot
no big
garbage.
deal.
Hot garbage.
You just talk with
All
respect
right,
to your
guys.
driver, tip them, and you get a 5. Whatever.
I just want to apologize to everybody who's watching this on Rumble right now. I forgot to do it live. I forgot to set it up live, so you didn't get live. My apologies. But if we would have been on Rumble, we would have gotten over 1,000 people watching this live. So great. If you guys love the show, subscribe on just like Isaac Weissip. Subscribe wherever you listen. And guys, go to the Patreon, okay? Go to the Patreon. Go to patreon.com, Cash Daddies. Daily updates from our boy, Howie Dewey. He may not understand technology, but he gets the fuck out of stocks, okay? He knows it. And, you know, we're about to go over to the Patreon where we're going to go live from the Copy My Crypto adjacent studios. That's right. Copy My Crypto adjacent studios /Stam. You know, if you're looking to get, I love crypto. If you're looking to get into it and you want to follow somebody who knows what they're talking about, go to copymycrypto.com /Sam. Anything else, guys?
Let's bank, baby.
Okay. Also, I am going to be in Long Beach next Wednesday. SamTripoli.com. Go to SamTripoli.com and check out my dates. Yes, winner, chicken dinner. Check them out. SamTripoli.com, upcoming dates, and join the Patreon. Love you guys. Thank you so much, and enjoy. See you over there in the exclusive Patreon.com /Cash Daddies. 9/11 people watching. Take care, everybody. Bye.